We live, bro.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's Bobby.
And I'm Bonnie.
And this is Bro Trey. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Just off day.
Off day.
I'm dealing with this car.
Man.
$1,200.
That's how I agree.
You know what I mean? But you work hard, so you know what I mean?
Man.
Thank God I got it, but it's good though.
It's hassle. I'm already knowing how that is, man. I feel you. It's been a
How
long
about
day
you?
for me. Long day, man. Long day. This morning I had to help out with Green Eyes. So we got to get the packages in. Got some new wax in. So.
How's that moving?
Man, it's moving pretty cool. Green Eyes Delivery. If y'all out there in the IE, y'all check us out. Green Eyes. Green Eyes Club on Instagram. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, that's been going cool, man. That wax ain't no joke though. Trying to put that shit in.
Already know.
Can't just slap it in. That's just silly.
That's what the same shit that was last time.
Yeah.
I'll win with it.
For real. Yeah, but shit, if y'all listening today, we got a special guest. You know, taking the international.
Yes.
You know, y'all may know him from the Muddy Juice. That's how I met him, from the Lean. But he actually be out here DJing, you know, locally, statewide, international.
SanBernardino native.
SanBernardino native. Also did the feat the Dino. Y'all heard about that recently. You know. So y'all give it up for DJ Muddy.
Muda, for people who probably, I know it's spelled a little crazy.
Yeah, it is spelled a little
okay.
It's Muda.
It's Muda. My last name, this is where it came from for a lot of people
Thank you for
who
answering
want to
that
know. I know people be wondering, but my last name is a Muda pad. You know what I'm saying? So growing up in high school, people just started calling me Muda. You feel me? I'm Muda pad, so it came from Muda. So I kind of like got it spelled from my last name. But anyway, then I started DJing. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep this as my DJ name. It'd be stupid to have another nickname on top of a nickname. You feel me? So
Real shit.
yeah, you know,
Stick with it.
so that's how that Muda came through. So yeah, it's Muda. But I appreciate y'all having me, man. Thank you so much, man.
Yes,
Can't wait
yes.
to build and politic with y'all.
Yeah, definitely. I love the vibes, man.
Thank you.
Love the vibes. Love the friends. Love.
Thank you so
I'm feeling
much.
it, yes.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so introduce your organizations and everything that you do.
Well, I'm a DJ, businessman, entrepreneur, philanthropist, community organizer, community activist, I guess you would say. I DJ, which is my first thing that I do, and then I have the Muda Juice, which is THC infused syrup. It's the clean lean. I have my grind season clothing line. I should have brought y'all some gear, but I got y'all next time I see y'all. I got y'all some gear. I have a family-owned medical supply business.
Okay.
And then I have my nonprofit that I just actually launched last month. It's been in the works, but it's officially launched. It was officially launched last month. The Muda Foundation, motivating the under-resourced dreamers and achievers. So that's what I just launched it. Yeah, this is basically because I've been wanting to interact and build my community and be a pillar and where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? So I knew that to get the resources and the things that I need, I had to be legitimate. And I've been doing stuff for the community, you know, me and my team and my partners, we've been doing stuff, but I think to be legitimate and to be on paperwork, I had to, you know, take the right route.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we
Nowadays you do.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, nowadays.
That paper trail, you gotta. That's what it's about.
Yeah, you know, we was raised on not having a paper trail. You know what I'm saying?
Now, now you have to.
Yeah,
Gotta
you know,
make a transition.
You have to.
because you're gonna run into situations and scenarios where you know it's just it has to be legitimate. You know what I'm saying? Even with our last event, we ran into some issues which they're getting fixed, but because we are legitimate on paperwork, it didn't pan out how it would have.
It's supposed to be.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
that's.
But y'all went at it the right way, so that's the whole point.
Yeah, definitely. That was the aim. The mission was to make sure the city is fed, and make sure people are clothed, and things like that. So,
It was a great turnout. I didn't have a chance to attend because I had to work, but bro, you went? How was it?
Yeah, I went. I caught the last of it, but just even what I seen from out there, it was nice. It was nice.
It was
I came like the last breakdown day.
It was actually our second one. I don't know if y'all familiar with when the looting and the riot happened a few weeks back, right there on Waterman. Well, all over SanBernardino really, but mainly right there on Waterman or whatever.
So baseline between 9th.
Yep. So me and my partner, Andrea's Poole, she is the CEO of the Dino Can. She had reached out to me because we do a lot of stuff in the community. We do like backpack drives and things like that.
Okay.
So she had reached out to me and asked me, damn, Muda, what we gonna do, man? This is, you know, you gotta do something. You know, that shit is nasty. I hate that this happened in the city like that. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't with the looting, especially the local business. I mean,
because we shot.
I get it. You feel me? Yeah. You know, I get it, but it has to be more calculated and strategic. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we in our city we did it wrong.
Mm-hmm. We didn't have no structure behind
it. Wasn't structured correctly. So granted, I'm not against what was happening. I was against where it was happening and what it was happening. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, she reached out to me. Yeah. I was like, man, for a second and I could even show you how to text me. I was like, damn, I don't know, man. This is gonna be kind of hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, shit. Worst come to worst, we could probably just feed the homeless. I mean, that's probably our, that was kind of like the genesis of it. And then we just start going hard. Bam, 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 bam. And within like 10 hours, the event was put together. We had the next day. You feel me? I mean, we could get hella donations. We posted it, and people was tapping in. You feel me? So this was an event. And this is not the Juneteenth event. This is the first event I'm speaking of. So
right after the right.
Right, yep. So as soon as we had that, it was so good. Like, it was like a great turnout. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people came out. Yeah. We had a lot of vendors. We had a lot of food that was given. So we doubled back. We like, man, we gotta do this again. You know what I'm saying? So we did the Juneteenth one, and the Juneteenth one made.
Was a better turnout than the first one?
It made the first one seem like minuscule, small. You know what I'm saying? And the first one was big.
Yeah, because y'all did have a park, whole Parasol Park that
we had the whole section. We took over the whole section of the Parasol. Yeah, it was lit.
You know, Parasol's Park. If y'all don't know, it's a big park.
It's a very big park.
Very big
so
park,
we had the opportunity to kind of take that over and bring in even more. We had, I believe, 100 volunteers locked in. We had over like 25 vendors. You feel me? And then, you know, hella donations, hella contributors. Football. I mean, I had a dance. I always have dance competitions and battles. So we had my annual battle. We raffled off bikes and all types of toys, and everybody ate. Every single person there ate and took food home. And we had over 2,000 people there. Like within the whole day. You feel me? Yeah, we ran into some issues at the event, even after, you know, but things are getting panned out. We actually are now connected with the city. So now with the permits and things like that, we kind of gonna be good with that because we didn't get no permit at the time. You know, so we, like I said, we ran into issues, and that goes back to that paper trail thing. Because we are legitimate and because what we are trying to do and the mission of what we're trying to do, the city looked at it like, we gotta help them rather than kind of chastise them.
Because they're doing something positive.
You know, so that's like actually before I got here, I had a meeting with the manager of Parks and Recs to take the proper steps of getting the citation that I got waived.
Got you. So anything you do need in future,
they gonna handle that. Yeah. So that's all. That's always, you know, when you're growing and doing something, you're gonna always run into issues. But then it's all about how you turn that issue into something positive.
Definitely.
That bounce back.
That's definitely.
So,
That's definitely. That's funny because you answered my first two questions.
Yeah, because that's what I'm like. It's like that's why I checked one off. He answered one of mine too. So.
Okay, well, I'm sorry about that.
That's good.
This is good. This is like more. Like, I don't want it to be like an interview. I want it to be just chopping it up.
That's it. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, so this is lit.
And it shows the passion too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the way how you can go into a full detail. You know, just letting them know. You know, like, nah, this is what I did. Because you know, like you said with the transition, it's easy. When you grow up and you don't have a paper trail, that's one way, but it is very hard when you have to go from that mindset and then relearn how to, go buy things the right way, to do it for all the right reasons. So
it's almost like you gotta kind of like, especially if you're from the Dino or anywhere that's like low income or whatever the case may be. Once you start getting to a platform or a place, a level in your life, you're gonna have to restructure your whole mind state.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to do things that maybe 5, 10, maybe even days ago you weren't comfortable doing at all. You feel me? That you're gonna have to switch up and transition to, because once you get into that path, you're gonna have to move in that light. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of that growth too. You gotta grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They did an episode on that too. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about growth. Because with everything that comes, if you're not growing with it, then
you're wasting your time.
Like, I feel like it's even a lot of people who, you know what I'm saying, that are talented, that got what they need to blow, but they don't got, you know what I'm saying? They don't have that maturity. They haven't grown yet.
They don't have that drive.
You feel me? They got the talent, but like, it's like, what you gonna do when you get these millions, or that that light shine on you? Do you have that? You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna give it back? Because when you get those million, you gotta remember where you came from.
Yeah, and even outside of that, it's just the maturity and, like you said, growth. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you're not growing and mature in that light yet, then things aren't gonna pan out how you would want it to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
The universe ain't gonna set itself up for you to.
yeah, it's not gonna align correctly as it should. You know, and I'm learning that even being 31. You feel me? Still going through my trials and tribulations of life, still learning. Like, damn, I gotta be more mature about this shit.
Yeah, that's an adult life, man. That's
Definitely.
what that is.
For sure. For sure.
Definitely.
That's that straight
Okay,
adult life.
so this is my question for you.
Okay.
So, yeah, because I want to get your perspective on this. In the reality of what has laid the stage of what we are experiencing, you know what I'm saying, with the riots and the protesting everywhere, not just in SanBernardino, but just like all over the world.
Yeah.
What are your views on the people waking up and fighting about it?
I mean, this was gonna happen.
Definitely.
This was gonna happen. It was just if it was gonna be in our lifetime or the next.
True.
You know, and it happened to be in our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anything had happened like this since maybe the '92 riots, LA riots and shit. So I feel like at this point, our generation, us, we are obviously showing people we not like our grandparents or ancestors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ready to put a stop to all the madness, even though it might not stop just verbatim like that right away, but I knew that this was gonna be the generation. Well, we was gonna either see it or our next, but it was gonna come. The fight was gonna come. Like I said, even earlier when we were speaking on it, that I just feel like how we did it wasn't structured, but it's the cities and places that are doing it correctly.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm for the looting and the rioting, but I am for
standing up
the black culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Unapologetically. So if that is what it comes with, then that's what it comes with.
Yeah.
Period. So, but I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, we gotta go. No. But we gotta do what we gotta do.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? What I am not, what I won't agree on is us hitting small businesses, black businesses, brown businesses.
Yeah.
But then we also have to kind of look at it as in
accountability on the owners as well, though.
We gotta look at it like war, right?
True.
Like we go to war right now.
Last man standing.
Some of us gonna die. It's gonna be casualties
It's
of
gonna
war.
be
It's gonna be friendly fire, but that's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of us have to die in the war for us to win the war.
True. And that's something.
That's how, and so that's why, you know what I'm saying? I have like.
It's a two-way street, but see, that's
that's
the honest way, though.
You gotta lose.
You feel me? Like, so again, like I felt some type of way about it, about all the stuff that was happening. So I used my platform and my power to do what I can. But I also wasn't telling people don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because that's how they feel. That's somebody's feelings.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? This is if that's your principle and that's what you stand on. Everybody's gonna protest the way they want. You know, either from social media, through their money, or through action. It's only three ways. You feel me? So if you're gonna do it through action, do it through action. I can't judge that or say that. What I will do on my part is I'm gonna do what I can as a city or community organizer to do what I gotta do. You feel me? But I'm not gonna stop what niggas gotta do because niggas gotta do it. People
and they think about it, they're gonna do it regardless.
Yeah, they're gonna do it regardless.
Regardless.
People gonna been persecuted and slandered and pushed to do this for years. I mean, when I say years, I'm talking about hundreds of years. You feel me?
Being baiting this, but the way it's coming is
so now it's just like
a smarter way.
I think we need it. I think this generation needed that.
It was an eye opener. I think not even the generation. I think the people in the higher ups, those people needed to see this.
Nah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? They needed to show that. It could get worse if need be.
It
could get worse.
They're trying to do so much. But yeah, I asked that question because I like to get the opinion on that because there are some people who are one-sided. But with the revolution, like you said, it's gonna be casualties, and I think that that viewpoint is needed. You know, people need to see that. Like, no, that's the reality of it.
It's the reality. I mean, I can't say don't do this, I can't do that, but I just play my part.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So do what y'all gotta do. I don't agree on some of the things, but I understand the pain
behind it.
So y'all gotta do what y'all gotta
definitely feel that because that's
gotta do
like
what you
how
gotta
I
do.
felt with some of the shops on Baseline. Like I get the pain, but it's like I can't feel sorry for some of them stores because it's like when you think about how them owners treated certain customers and even they workers, sometimes it's like okay, I can't say it wasn't necessarily deserved. You see what I'm saying? Especially when you see certain spots that didn't get touched.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, and that's why that's kind of why I'm like
can't really say.
Like it's places to hit. It's places that's gonna make a bigger impact on the world, or at least the city, at least economically.
Not condoning what nobody's doing again.
But if you want to make an impact, you gotta make it bigger. I mean, realistically,
You gotta take that away.
the city, the state, they don't care about places like Joy's Beauty Supply. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't too much money getting circulated in that company. I mean, like these Gucci stores, these high-end places. Those are the places that when people when they get hit, they like, oh yeah, we need to figure things out because.
Like when you see when they took it to Santa Monica and shit like that.
I was out. I mean, the day before. No, I'm sorry. The day of our riots, I went to Huntington Beach with a few of my homies. We rode our fixie bikes out there, and they were actually prepping for their riot. I mean, not riots, but their protesting. Yeah, you feel me? So as we get in there, I mean, we like 50 deep. Like we from the Dino, we all on our bikes and stuff. So they on us already. You know what I'm saying? They already boarding up the windows and stuff. And they was getting things ready, and they were protesting really hard. I mean, I didn't see no damage getting done, but I'm just thinking like, okay, these are places where like if things get hit, it's gonna take effect. It's gonna make things shake because these are predominantly white areas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bringing that real money.
You know, so that's how I speak on it. But the revolution is here. Like, you know how they say it's coming, like it will be televised. So it's being televised as we speak, you know what I'm saying? So
it's like social media,
So like I just say to people, I say it on my social media, stay safe, stay dangerous. Either whichever place you are in, you stay safe or stay dangerous, either or. Choose one, but you gotta pick a side, you know what I'm saying?
You can't teeter the fence, man, with that one.
Yeah, even like that, like, you feel me? Like, during this time period, I feel like a lot of friendships have been tarnished. I feel like a lot of, you know, relationships have been in limbo and they're being like questioned solely because people's principle and what side they taking. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I feel like we at a time period where it's like, if you're not on our side, then you are obviously against it. There is no like in the middle. There is no all lives matter. There is no. No, if you're not on this side, then you're out. Yeah, you feel me? So that's how I look at that.
Because it's the time you have to. It's like when you look at, it's no more time for shaky warriors. Like you see where that gets us in the past. It's a lot of confusion, and it gets us nowhere. And it's like now is the time. I feel like we gotta hold on to this energy and this change in all realms that we can using our platform and coming together because it's like we can't let this moment pass us. You know? Because the change is here.
You gotta plant the seeds to something and somewhere, so you pick that side. You feel me? So yeah, that's how I love my black people. I love my black kings and queens. You feel me? I'm gonna do what I can to continue to, you know, shed that light and make sure that we are put in the right position as much as I can. I mean, I don't have that much say so, but I do what I can for my people for sure.
And that's where it starts. You see what I'm saying? That's where it starts. Cause you got some who don't even get that. So it's like getting. That's powerful.
I got a good question for you. What keeps you motivated though? Like with all the things that's going on. And
with life or just like
just in general, just to keep you going, driving, to keep that inspiration.
Money is my number one. I mean, I'm a businessman, so money's gonna always be my motivation.
Definitely.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years after that question?
Okay, so money is my motivation. Also seeing people that, you know, where I come from. That's why I do a lot of community stuff. Seeing people, especially kids and stuff, just being happy and genuinely happy with things they get. I remember being young and getting like, even if it's somebody say, hey, let me buy you something from the ice cream truck, and I'd be how happy I'd be like, damn, this nigga about to buy me ice cream. You feel me?
Whatever I want.
Whatever, I can pick whatever. You feel me? Like that ain't shit. But it's still like to, you know, a kid of mine that's dope. So like I always had that, like when I see just us giving kids a blue bike or a backpack full of shit or even money, because even when I do my dance competition, I'm cashing out hundreds of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So my motivation is just to see happiness. You know what I'm saying? Seeing, you know what I'm saying, smiles on people's faces and seeing people, you know what I'm saying, like enjoying their life. You feel me? So yeah, 5 years from now though, I hope to see. Oh man. That's a crazy question because like 5 years ago I would have said something different. Like I feel like my life is so like I planned it out to a T, but it never goes as planned, and that's good because everything happens for a reason. You feel me? So I could say 5 years from now I want to be on the beach in Dubai drinking a pina colada, running my 10 businesses from my phone.
There you go.
But 5 years from now I could be the mayor of the Dino.
Yeah, so you never know. Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying? So at this point in my life, I'm gonna continue to work and be a beacon and positive. And I'm gonna just let the energy of the world come to me. I know what I want. I know what things I want to accomplish. But I'm not gonna put a time period on anything because you never know. Like I can say, in 5 years I want to be a millionaire and walk out the door right now and get a call and I'll become a millionaire. So you know what I'm saying? Like, or I die, either or.
Anything, either or.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like now, damn, what am I doing in 5 years? Because I was expecting this money 5 years from now. Now I got it now. So now I got to restructure my whole goals. So that's when things get a little iffy, especially when you constantly busy and trying to just accomplish so much. I feel like you gotta just go. You can't just go. You feel me? Like, I mean, that's just me personally. I'm not telling everybody else. Anybody else, y'all can do your thing and set goals for yourself.
And I feel you though, because I think that's something like when you have multiple businesses going on, you really can't focus on time, because then you'll worry about deadlines. Like, you still gotta keep it in mind, but you gotta keep the energy, like, going.
I feel like it's gonna be more stressful putting. I mean, of course, deadlines is different, but putting a timeline, you know what I'm saying, creating that I have to get it. Like, if it's a project, that's a totally different thing. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like a goal, it's like, okay, this is the goal. There's no limits on that. This is the goal.
It's just the energy.
I'm gonna put maximum 5 years into getting to that goal. But let's hope this shit, I reach the goal tomorrow. Let's hope I reach the goal next week. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put the cap of 5 years on the goal.
You do put more stress on yourself because you're trying to get there, and that's how you're trying to run into obstacles.
Yeah,
so you probably want to just go with the flow. Yeah,
it's almost like when you first start talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first few weeks, maybe even first month, you just gonna go with the flow. Whatever kind of happens, and then after that, then you kind of set the goal like, oh, maybe I might be with this person, and you know what I'm saying? Maybe I might marry this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But you're not setting those goals until you already went with the motions and seeing what's gonna go. You know, so that's how I'm going right now in my life. I'm kind of like in 4th year, just coasting, letting things positive and negative come. Negative I learn from, positive I grow from. You know what I'm saying? Either or. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. But so yeah.
It's gonna be a lesson or a blessing.
Either or it could be both.
Yeah, or both.
Hey, that's a good way.
That's a good one right there.
Most lessons are a blessing if you do it right.
If you do it right, what you're looking at. I say that all the time. It's no real losses, it's lessons.
Yeah, straight up.
Okay, man, what was I gonna say?
Do you have your family support back home?
Okay, so
with your organization, with everything that's
okay, so like back home is majority like my dad's family and shit. Like my mom, my sisters, everybody, they out here in Dino.
Okay.
So I was backstory on me, I was pretty much born out. I was born out here in California, raised in Dino. I was born in like Orange County, but I've been out in Dino since I was like 3 or 4. So I've been out here pretty much my whole life. So I started going to Africa, you know, because my dad's Nigerian. So I started going there as a kid. Yeah. So I was never really raised out there.
Okay.
I was born out here, raised in the hood. But I was blessed enough to be able to go back and forth to Nigeria.
That's good.
So I was able to see that lifestyle, see that culture, see.
That'd be a love.
So I was able to do that.
How was that?
It's dope. It's super dope. It's okay. This is what I say. I say this in every interview. I say this. Whoever I speak to, I say, you gotta at least go to Africa once. If you can go to Africa more than once, that's even better. But try to go to Africa at least once. If you could find your origin, find it and go there. But like Nigeria is a very good place to go. Ghana, South Africa, Egypt. These are all places that I feel like there's a lot of origin of culture, our culture, that is there. You know what I'm saying? That you need to do. One thing that I would tell people all the time that humble me and keeps me humble. Granted, you know, sometimes I might get in my ego bag. Sometimes I might get a little prideful, but for the most part, I'm more humble because I was able to be from the West Side. You know, be in the streets, do my little shit with the gangbang, whatever the case may be. But also was able to go to Africa, see the struggle, see like the real struggle. I mean, come on, like we got motherfuckers complaining here because that EBT came 3 days late. Ain't no EBT out there. You know what I'm saying? I seen ladies, with kids wrapped around their back, 150-degree weather. Of course, I'm over exaggerating with degrees. 100 and some degree weather out there selling shit with thong flip flops on. You feel me? I seen kids fetching water to use to bathe and drink for the day. I mean, I'm talking about like 40 feet deep. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when you see shit like that, and I've been out there about 5 times, so like I've seen it as a kid and as a grown adult. So when I see shit like that, it's like I can't really complain about you niggas that's complaining.
Yep.
I can't
relate. You can't relate.
I can't relate with
hear
that.
them out.
Cause we are in the Dino. This is a fucked up place, but I know for a fact I know people that's living worse than this.
Way worse than this.
And that's just in the Dino, cause I was also blessed to to a black college. I went to a black college, Wilberforce in Ohio. So I was able to like go with a lot of my homies from college to different states, Detroit, Chicago, all these places they live. Because I'm on the West Coast, I wasn't flying home for every little break. Hell no, my parents wasn't doing that. So you know, like Memorial Day weekends, whatever the case may be, little 4 or 3 day weekends, I would just go to the homie house. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, go to the Midwest and South, whatever. So I'll be looking at it like, damn, y'all got it bad compared to us. I mean, even compared to the Dino, like, you know, this shit looks terrible.
Worse than what we got.
What?
Detroit?
Detroit? You been to Detroit?
No, but
Never been to
I've
Detroit.
been to Detroit a lot. Detroit is like the east side of the Dino, but the whole city. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you see places like that, and then they they see pictures or know you from SanBernardino, they gonna be like, y'all, what y'all complaining for? It's nice as hell out there.
Yeah. See, that's crazy because that's what a lot of people say that I know when they go out to the east and they come back. They say that's how people feel when they see it's like, oh, we Hollywood, California, all that. It's like, it's different out there.
It's really a humbling experience, and I was blessed to be able to do all these things. So it really humbles a nigga like me. Like I said, I come from the trenches. I've been in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why it also gives me drive to help motherfuckers and see people be able to travel the world like I did. You know, make some money, see some good real money, and be able to spend it and enjoy this lifestyle that I was happening and blessed to get. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's dope. Africa's really dope though, guys. If y'all could go out there one day, go fuck with it. Get you some African food.
Really
go check the culture out. Even if it's like 2 weeks. I mean, a week wouldn't be too short, but 2 weeks would be
good. How long was that flight up there?
So Nigeria is about 17 to 20 hours potentially. You stop somewhere in Europe, and then from Europe straight to Africa. I've never caught a direct flight from anywhere here in the States. Oh, I flew from Texas to Nigeria before. Yeah, that's like 17.
Straight?
Yeah, flew from California to Texas, then from Texas straight to Nigeria.
Did you smoke on the plane? Like,
nah, I smoked before.
I don't know if I could do straight.
I smoked before. I think my little
17 hours, that's damn.
I mean, but that's cool. I don't know. It's not cool, but it's not as bad. You know, you got a cool seat. Like, international flights the planes are bigger, it's nicer. Yeah. Give them full course meals in that motherfucker. TVs, Wi-Fi in there. It's
well, I mean, they make it work. It's 17 hours. They gotta be comfortable.
You gotta be
somewhat. So I can't.
You gotta be semi-comfortable, man.
It's been a minute since I've been on the plane.
Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah.
So that means that's a sign right there. You gotta take the road trip on a trip.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, you know, we might have to.
Bro, had a trip, gotta do like something, maybe do some shit in like a different state.
Travel.
In Missouri, God knows. Who knows? Yeah. Iowa. You just want to see how y'all lifestyle is different.
We can go to Missouri. I'm in Missouri.
You know what I'm saying? St. Louis. You know, all these different motherfucking spots. You feel me?
Yeah, Shelby State.
So yeah, that's just, you know.
Definitely.
Muda's word of advice for bro.
Definitely.
Gotcha.
And we took it in.
Appreciate that, right?
Got it down.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, so dang, like I love this shit. Yeah, it was fun. You really have to ask too much. I do got one question though.
Yes.
What are some resource centers and or development resource centers you think we need in our community to help feed our youth with the appetite for guaranteed success and nourishment? Even if it's just the Dino or just like
one thing that the Dino doesn't really focus on that I've noticed, like I said, because I've been into different states and a lot of big urban cities like Detroit, Chicago, like they focus on the urban kids. They focus on, I mean, granted there is things that here in the Dino, small initiatives and organizations that are doing that, like Music Changing Lives, VIP, I think do some things. I know Sisters Making a Difference may do some things for the youth as well. But I just think it needs to be a place. I mean, even more centers, and hopefully the Moo-dah Foundation, we could do one of those. A place, you know, kids can go and just be kids.
Yeah,
like YMCA,
Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That, and then also you got programs. Because I mean, imagine we got a center where I'm teaching kids, or somebody's teaching kids good credit, how to sustain good credit, or here goes even easier that motherfuckers don't know at all, like. How about teaching kids how to change a fucking tire on a car?
Yeah, bro, that's
real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's little shit like that.
It's little shit like that you don't know until you in the moments, and it's like, damn.
It's too late. Yeah.
You feel me? Like, why not have classes where you teaching these little girls how to braid now? Why they gotta be an adult to put in to learn how to do weaves and all this shit? They can be doing shit as teens. Like, you feel me? Like, imagine like a shop like this has like intern days where they come and they just teaching kids how to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And there's different initiatives that can happen that, you know, sometimes people just need a jump start, you know. So I'm not taking away from motherfuckers like they need to. Nah, it's just that even with the Feed the Dino, you feel me? lots of people hit us up. I mean, lots of people. It got to a point where I'm like, damn, why y'all? Don't you got a nonprofit? Why y'all here? But then I'll have to sit back and realize, like, some people just need that jump start. Mm-hmm. Some people just need that, like that flame under their ass. Like, okay, oh, Muda's doing it. Oh, cool. Now
now we can do it. Mm-hmm.
Now we can go.
Now I know what it look like, so now I can try to do it. Yeah, because sometimes that's true. Sometimes a lot of people are scared to take that first leap. You just need to see it to be like, okay, now I can do it too.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Because we don't have a lot of representation when it comes to this business and these entrepreneurs. You know, we don't have too much representation showing us how to really do it. We just have those who show us like, okay, this is what you get when you get here. You see what I'm saying? So start, but the hard work and all that, you don't really. That's something you really gotta go through, you know.
Yeah, it's just
some people just don't know where to start.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. So that's why I just like I don't want to like chastise or slander anybody for not doing it. Mm-hmm. But how about I just show people how to do it?
Exactly.
So then it's like I take you to the water and I taught you how to drink.
There you go.
That's simple.
Well, that's what we do. Put your fucking head in the water.
That's all you can do.
Yeah,
that's all you
I'll
can
put your head in that motherfucker too. Now that's on you.
That's on you.
You know
that's real good.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I move like that. And some people don't like it. But a lot of people like it.
Some people like it. Some people don't. It's like,
but I'm gonna use how I was raised in an African home, so I had a little bit more aggression. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like no, like this is how you do it. That's not. It wasn't like I wasn't like really like shit wasn't sugar coated. It wasn't like easy. Choice, you feel me? You gotta do it like this. So that's how I be having like.
We needing that though.
Yeah.
Nowadays need that.
Like I'm the type of nigga. And it might sound crazy, but it's a reason. Like I'm that person who's like, oh, for somebody I just know that maybe sometimes be slacking or, and it's a little off subject, but it's some people that I know be slacking or bullshitting. They say like, yeah, I wanna start a business. I'll be like this. No, you're not gonna start it. I'll literally say that just to motivate them to do it. Like this nigga Moo got me fucked up.
Yeah, like, do something, don't tell me. Yeah.
Nah, but really, I'm only doing it to literally make you do that. Because I know that if I say, oh yeah, for sure, my nigga, let's do this, you're not gonna do it. Mm-hmm. But when I get on your ass and I'm like, nigga, you open a business? Fuck no, you can't even do it.
Yep.
And guess what your ass gonna do? Make it work.
Because motherfuckers hate to be proven wrong. Exactly. They don't like to be proven wrong.
And I love to be proven wrong. That's my goal, is prove me wrong.
Yeah, prove me wrong, yeah.
So
make me a liar. Like
that's a good way to look at it though, because even just
in general.
Because sometimes you got that come with knowing your friends.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
he can take it the wrong way and be like, "What you mean?"
That's why I say.
Oh, they don't even believe in me.
That's why I say some people don't like.
Because you can sit there and be like, oh, "Okay, well, let's do this," and then they fall back from it, like. So it's like, nah.
And it's also sometimes who the person is. Like, if it's somebody who's already driven like that, then my approach would be different. Yeah. It'd be more like, okay, well, what type of business and how you gonna do it? What you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be more. It just depends on the person and how they are. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my teaching technique. Even if I started like a class or whatever, that's how I'm gonna be doing it. Because sometimes you just need that firm hand. You know what I'm saying?
That's that tough. That comes with that tough love.
Especially when you find out like, oh, you wasn't really hating. This was your main intention was to make. You know, then you're gonna appreciate it more. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why people grew to know that about me. So it's like, okay, if Mooda's talking shit, it's literally because he wants you to do it.
He wants you to do better.
You know what I'm saying? So back onto that with that question you asked though, that I feel like with the things, the resources that the kids might need, there's a few. There could be more, and I think our generation is gonna bring. I feel like our millennial generation is gonna change a lot of dynamics to a lot of things going on in the Dino, outside of California, outside of the states. You know what I'm saying? Just because our age group, we're a little bit more aggressive than like our parents and our grandparents. You know what I'm saying? We want to see things happen.
We know how to make shit work. We know how to connect things without.
We think smarter without working as hard. You know what I'm saying?
And without having to work with a middleman. I see that too. We are a lot of independent grinders out here. We ain't really looking for somebody to help us.
Definitely.
To get it started. So I think that's one of the main things too. Yeah. All right, I got some fun busters for you. All right. We all know health is wealth. Okay. Spring or alkaline water?
Alkaline for sure.
Alkaline?
Yeah, alkaline would be cool.
Okay. Name your top 3 or 5 black businesses that you shop with.
Locally or just period?
Just period. Your top 3 or 5.
Top 3. I'm going for sure with the plug.
Okay.
At the Waterman. Shout out to Flex. And he sells my clothes. So if you are ever in the water, man, go pick up some Muda merch.
There you go.
I also get my hair done by Ashley. My Ashley, she has a shop on Highland Soigné. That's a black-owned business. That's 2, right? Who else do I deal with? And I'll get back to that. I think so.
Okay.
Black businesses. But I love all my black business. If you want a black business, keep it on your shit. Keep your foot on the gas.
Definitely.
Definitely.
There's gonna be a lot of trials and tribulations worse than the average because of who we are and our skin color. So just go through it and keep your head above water because it's gonna get tough for sure.
It is, but hey, it's gonna get better on the other end. So keep it going. Keep it going. All right, last one. COVID-19, fake or real?
I think the virus is real. I think the hype is fake. The virus has to be real because now was it created? That I don't know. But is the virus real? Yes. Why? Because I know personally people who got it and I know people that died from it personally.
Okay.
But I feel like that's the world we live in. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be always a time that a pandemic. Even in the Bible, there's pandemics. Like,
True.
So we have to go through a pandemic.
Have to go through it.
You know what I'm saying? We have to go through some type of natural pandemic because it's even in the Bible. Like I'm talking about the plague. This is all. You know what I'm saying? So that's I do believe it's real. Now the hype around it. Man, I don't know, man. I'm so wishy-washy just because I'm all about precaution. It's just like the only reason why I think it's just bigger than what it really is just because there's no vaccine, there's no cure. So it's almost like it's almost like having a common cold, but there is no Tylenol or no Advil or none of that.
For the common cold, you got to make your own remedies, and that's kind of how.
So that's why I think it's so big because you got to understand the world. It's not just California. Like Ebola was only kind of in Africa, parts of Africa. So it's like they can kind of pinpoint and eradicate the situation. But this is all over the world. It's almost like the original flu, the influenza flu that before they had the flu shots. You know what I'm saying? Granted, some people's body's gonna build up the immunities and the antibodies, whatever the case may be. But I just feel like it's only bigger because there's no vaccine. I feel like it's a regular vaccine that some people will die from. I mean, it's a regular flu that some people, yes, will die from. That's naturally. We're going to all die from something. You can go outside right now, eat some bag of hot Cheetos, and a little bit of that pepper might hit your fucking throat, and you choke and you're dead now. You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit.
So what I think is, I just think that you need to hurry up and come up with a fucking vaccine, man.
Point blank period.
That's just it. So then you just get the hype because like, the only reason I don't think it's fake is just like, why would it be fake? Like, why? Granted, maybe for the beginning, maybe for the 5G towers, yes, maybe. But literally, the world is losing too much money at this point. Like, now it's becoming an economical problem. Like, so now, like, if this was fake, first of all, America's never going to make something up that's going to make them lose money.
Definitely, they would have been closed it off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we live in a capitalism society, especially America. Any other country, I can't speak for, but America, even if they do, because they do inside jobs and weird shit, but they're not going to do something that's going to take away from their income for too long. Like, I mean, we've been locked down since literally the end of February, the beginning of March. Places like Las Vegas that each hotel can make maybe close to $1 billion, maybe a day. Went 3 months without making a penny. Like, that's kind of bad. So that's why when things aren't opening still, it's like, how do you think niggas think this is fake? Because this is America.
I don't think it's fake.
This is America. Like, we love money. And we're losing lots of it. And then on top of that, we not only are companies losing, the government is giving us more money. They hate that. There's two things they hate: losing it and giving it to us. And they're doing both of them.
And they doing
both. If it was fake, they would have been said, "Nigga, okay, let's stop the show. Let's get back to regular." But it's not. Not only is it not fake, it's like when they thought it was gonna be real shit, it's going worse. Which is gonna. I mean, we gotta be realistic. Like, if there's no vaccine, what makes people think they're not gonna get sick? Granted, I don't think it's like AIDS. I don't think everybody who gets it is gonna die.
I don't think it's like that. I think the hype. I'm with you. I think the hype is fake.
Yeah.
The virus, you can't fake a virus, but I think the hype is fake. Like all the numbers, you see how they was like,
they're fabricating numbers because
and all that.
Every sickness is now COVID. Which cool, you know what I'm saying?
No, they're
using that.
That's
you know
the wild part.
Crazy.
They're using that for money though.
Put that on everything.
It's for money though, because you gotta understand, it's just like car sales or whatever. If you're selling this car at your lot more than the next lot, they're gonna give you more of that car and more money, incentives, shit like that. So if a hospital is getting more cases of COVID than community, they're gonna need the funding, the people, the shit they need. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's a strategic move to say everybody gets COVID, and they have every right, because again, at the end of the day, there's no vaccine. That's the only leverage I'm giving them. Like, okay, I can keep the hype because yeah, right, there is no vaccine.
There's really no vaccine.
There's really no way to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Granted, everybody might not get it,
Well, just the social distance.
but you might not be able to fix it. Yeah, social distance and all that works out.
That's
but,
what they said.
but,
you know, it's like, yeah.
but
Because even
still,
in China, they said the numbers were down, but they didn't have no vaccine either.
There's no vaccine
couldn't
ever.
explain for
There's
them.
it's just that some people are doing it right, some people aren't. But you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be places that people don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be people that's sick or don't even know they're sick that's out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a sticky situation. I hate that we're going through it, but I'm glad we are because at least it's another story in our books. You know what I'm saying? You can tell grandkids. I mean, what's the odds of one of the biggest pandemics the world has ever seen and the biggest riot, looting, and protesting the world has ever seen all in the same year?
Right, within months of each
You
other.
know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 2020 itself is a movie in itself, and we're only 6 months in. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, I wasn't surprised about the looting because we all been in the house for a long time, so we're already mad about that.
We already knew that was gonna happen. Yeah. That's what I've been saying too. They fired everybody and expecting people to go in the house. Like, nah.
We reckless. We restless. Motherfuckers need something to do. You know what I'm saying? And they beefing, so we gonna turn it up.
Animosity.
You feel me?
Cops out here doing stupid stuff. So
so that's that. But I think hopefully 2021, man, they can get rid of this shit. I got money to make. This shit's slowing my shit down.
It's going though. It's going.
It's
going.
Man.
Heck yeah, man. That's real. Y'all heard it first.
The honor.
Road trip.
Yeah.
Man.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate
you coming through, bro.
Thank you so much, man. This is love right here.
I love this conversation. You see what I'm saying?
This is love right here. For
yeah,
sure,
definitely. I got a few other topics I like to pick your brain. You know what I'm saying? For other interviews. So
yeah, definitely. You could be politic after off camera shit too.
You know.
But yeah, thank you for having me. Tap in with all my brands. Muda, DJ Moo-dah, Grind Season, Moo-dah Juice, Moo-dah Foundation.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. We trying to change the narrative in the Dino, build up community outreach as well as, teach people economic literacy. Make sure these young niggas out here get money and spending it right, investing the right way. And enjoying it too though, because I know we probably about to wrap up, but one thing I hate seeing is like us black people, we hate seeing people doing good and bad. It's just so fucking weird. Like now we got everybody mad because people getting their little EDs and whatever it's gonna be.
Like,
I'm like this.
Just come together.
It feels good because thank God I've been able to do it. But it feels good to be going into these high end like Mastro's, Ruth Chris, these high end stores to buy clothes and shit and seeing niggas in there.
Yeah,
it feels awesome to do that. You know what I'm saying? It feels like we are finally getting a place in this high end world.
That's right.
I mean, we got people on Facebook mad because people spend their money. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't
y'all, what y'all mad for? You know what I'm saying? Let people. But to me, when I walk in the store and I'm seeing niggas in there sagging and the Gucci store smelling like weed, to me that makes me happy.
We made it.
We there.
Right? Instead of just being the only nigga in the store.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was blessed to be able to do this for a few years now. I was blessed to be able to be touching some money, so I'm happy. But I'm really happy that I can see. I mean, I'm in Vegas. I'm seeing niggas eat fat ass steaks at Mastro's and going in at Ruth Chris and all these high end spots. You know what I'm saying? Louis, Gucci, Fendi. I'm like, wow, 2020 looking crazy, but at least we on. You feel me? That's what I want to see. So yeah, keep doing shit that's gonna make us happy and making them mad. That's all I can preach for sure.
I definitely agree with that. Cause
definitely.
That's how we gonna
keep yourself happy, keep them mad.
Man,
we gonna stay mad.
That's the 2020 vision for real. It's too late for that.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so y'all tap in, bro. Trip.
Thank you so much for having me, bro.
DJ Muda.
Yeah.
Moo-dah.
Yeah, there we go.
Muda.
Everybody say it. They already fuck up. I know who. Y'all know who I am.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate y'all.